What up, y'all? Just did 100 fucking, just single pumps. Nothing special after work. Um, my goal is always the same. It's just to change my mindset. That's why my shit's all focused on mindset because everything, your thoughts precede your actions. It's that simple. Like, I mean, it's not fucking rocket science. And so depending on where your fucking mind is, that's going to determine your actions. And if you're in a negative fucking mindset, your actions are probably going to bring about regrettable actions. And so my focus, especially in the morning, is why I wake up in the morning and do my program, because trying to get my I'm trying to drop the negative person that I wake up as. I'm trying, like, by default, if I don't do anything, I'm gonna be negative, focusing on the negative, highlighting all your problems, talking shit, making rude comments, being an asshole, talking shit to myself because I'm not doing shit. And so what I do now is I used to wake up and fucking drink, right? Like to I call it noise, right? To quiet all that noise in my head. I would wake up and drink like fucking 1 to 2 beers in the shower. And then that would get me like to where I could start my day. And then I would go and get, my cup with my Mike's Hard Lemonade. And, that was I was drinking my relief. It was like a metered fucking drip as I drank it. Now, I still have the same problems. I'm still the same motherfucker. I still have the same mind. I still have the same brain. But my actions now, they give me that same relief. They quiet that noise. But when I look at the action, I don't regret it. I actually get massive benefits from it, right? Like I get the health benefits. I mostly just get the peace that I seek. And I come out in a way more positive mindset. And then like the more that I do too, sometimes I'll come out, not always, right? Each day is different. Sometimes where it's a heavier load going in. It's always going to be a step up when I'm done, but some days I get even fucking more like amped and I'm like ready to attack the day. Like I think the other morning it was one of my posts was, attack the day. I always talk about how I'm feeling when I talk on my story on my runs. During my runs, I just start. Sometimes I don't even know what the fuck well, most of the time I don't even know what to say. I'm gonna say. I just get an idea, or I get a thought, and then I just dwell on it, and it expands and grows, and then my thoughts just grow on it, and then that's when I just start fucking recording, and that's like that's one of my traits. Maybe you guys might some people might be able to relate to that. I think a lot of people can. Where when you get a thought, I just can't get off of it. Like it will, and like if you don't have the control over yourself, over your mind and the actions, it will take you to a place where, again, you get regrettable actions. Like I'll get a thought of, hey, this guy cut me off. Hey, fuck this guy. And then next thing you know, you're cutting him off. You're fucking flipping him, and then so it can be negative, right? It can also be positive now. So now, when I'll get these thoughts. Like one day, this was a different day. I was out running, and I remember the day before seeing somebody they had a picture of their watch on their story. They had ran 10 miles, and I remember when I saw that, I was like, hey, I should try that. And when I was running, I remember the 10 miles, and I just couldn't get off of it. And I was like, damn, but what time is it? Like, how long would that take? And I'm like, actually, my first thought was like, I could do that if I wanted to, right? Like, I think a lot of people are like, I could do that. But then I couldn't get off the thought, and I'm like, nah. And then I started making excuses, like it's gonna take too long. It's gonna take too long, and I was like, you know what, dude, it's my fucking business. It was a Sunday, so I think I kind of felt like people would understand if I was open a little later, if anybody was even there. And then I was like, you know what? Just fuck it, dude. Like I know myself, right? This is the point. Like I get to know myself, and I go, stop fucking thinking and just fucking try it, and we'll see. We'll go. We'll see what happens, right? Fucking long story short, I ran the whole fucking 10 miles. Never ran that far, ever in one shot. I think I had done up to like 7 miles before that, but that was just on a whim and not and so like again the mindset that you have, like what you are, personal characteristics or traits that we have, once you learn yourself, you can use these things to your advantage, whereas before they were used to, like I would fuck myself over with those things, that the thoughts that I would hear and that I couldn't get. And you start thinking, oh, this person thinks this, or this person knows this about me, and then you can't get off that thought. And before they've even said anything, you have all this anxiety because you fucking, you know what I'm saying? I don't have that shit anymore, because day in and day out, I mean, you still get some of it. There's still some trip, but overall, day in, day out, the work that I do on myself builds me internally. And that's like the fucking main gift here, is that you're giving yourself, is you can call it self-esteem, self-belief, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But when I start my day out by doing my fucking program in the morning and just like giving myself that, when I go throughout the day, these little things that used to derail me before are like, they're like fucking speed bumps now. Things come along that would piss me off before. And so now when those things come along, you know what I say to myself? I say, you know what, this is good. These are the problems that we want. These are fucking problems. I want more fucking problems, because the more fucking problems that you have, it means you're doing more shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't have like, and I would avoid them and eat little fucking shits, and then I would be pissed all fucking day. And now it's like I own my own business, and dude, if the whole, like, you're putting out fires, and then the printer goes out, and then somebody's over here fucking calling because of this and this and this, and it's like, dude, I don't lose my cool anymore. I'm just like, hey, we'll get through it. And I'll talk out loud, especially with like in front of the customers, because when they know what's going on, they're like, okay, yeah, like they see you and they see you hustling. Um, I mean, that's it. You're, again, like, these things, it's not, it's like, you're building relationships with my repeat customers. They see it, they know what's going on, they know I run it by myself, they know all this shit, and then they respect that. You're open, you're real. Like I hear that a lot from people. They're like, fucking, damn, dude, you're like fucking, you're like a real, I like you, you're real, fucking. And that's worth a lot to people, because they know you're not gonna fucking stab them in the back. I mean, and it's somewhat rare now, because everybody walks around with this fucking shell, right? This shell of a person that they put out to the world, of like who they want other people to think that they are, which it took me a while to like realize that that's how people were operating. And then once I did, like, I started doing the same shit, right? I want to be the gangster, I want to be this, I want to be fucking hard, I want to be tough, drinking, smoking, bitches, all that shit, like. And then we would put that on the outside, and we put the, and it's fucking bullshit. It's a lot of fucking, like, that alone. So like, as a computer, right, you're using fucking 25% just to operate, just to keep up that fucking shell fucking person. So like, you only have so much left, right? Now it's like, I don't have to fucking worry about that shit. I'm just a fucking real person. And when things come along, I think out, like, like, that's another thing that I found. Some people, it's funny, because some people will think that they let them think whatever the fuck they want. They think you're stupid because you're saying shit out loud, right? I'm like, oh, yeah, now I gotta put in this, now I gotta do this. And whatever fucking works. I remember when I was in school, I went to school for mechanical engineering, and I got to this point because I wanted to do all the problems in my head, the math. It's a lot of math, right? Um, um, and then I just came to the realization, like, who the fuck cares if you have to write down the shit? Fucking, would you rather appear to be smart, or would you rather get the right fucking answer? Duh, right? It's like, would you rather be fucking right or happy? And so then if you got to use your fingers, I've done that before. Like, whatever. Like, I don't give a fuck what other people think. Like, It's what works for me, what works for you. Once you learn you, and like you start to put, like, build your life that the way that you want, and if that works for you, who gives a fuck what anybody else thinks? Like, I the people that love you, the people that are close to you, that are your friends, they're gonna understand. And this is another thing: the people that don't, they're gonna out themselves to you, right? They're gonna fucking talk shit. They're gonna fucking try to pull you down. Let them. Great. Now you know. Like, I mean, that happened to me in the beginning, and fucking people would fucking, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? You're not gonna be able to fucking run forever. You're not gonna be able to do this. Your body fucking, you're old. Like fucking, I'm 45. And with my knee, I would complain about my knee, and my knee it would hurt, right? And so I remember I stopped for a while because my fucking knee was bothering me. Like 2 weeks later, I'm stepping on the scale and I'm getting fucking fatter, right? My knee still fucking hurts. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. That, what I get out of running and that little bit of pain, like, it was way more than the amount of pain when I got out of it. So I was like, fuck it, I'll run till it breaks, and then after that I'll fucking swim or do something fucking else. Like, you'll pivot, right? Like in fucking life. So do you figure yourself out. If you guys need help, you guys can always hit me up. I'm gonna keep making these videos and putting them out there for whoever fucking can benefit. That's my fucking, that's my shit now. If I can help somebody, I lived like this, where I had to do this to feel okay to live, right? Like the drinking was my thing. Everybody uses different things, right? To whatever, porn, drugs, sex, gambling, all these things, these coping mechanisms to just make you numb so that you can go on with your life. I used to do that shit. My shit was drinking. I have 4 DUIs. I don't have to fucking do that anymore. When I do this, it's all positive. Is it hard? Fuck yeah, it's hard. Let me ask you this. When, in your adult life, when has it ever been easy? It's never fucking been easy. It's never been easy for me. I'm positive it's probably never been fucking easy for you, and it's never gonna be. And the sooner that you accept that and say, hey, fuck it, like, I guess we just have some fucking work to do every day. Okay, what is it? Let's figure that out. And then we do that work. The work instills the worth, or builds you internally. And then you get that day. You win that day. And then you do the same shit the next day. And the day after that. You set these goals. And you each day you work on those goals. Guess what's gonna happen? Yeah. Well, that's what happened for me, and that's what I want to share with people. So that's why I'm doing this shit. All right?